This is a video showing how to draw this coffee cup with Illustrator. I'm going to go ahead and delete that so we have a blank artboard to work with. We're going to be using the Essentials Classic workspace. So click on Window up at the top, hover over Workspace, and then click on Reset Essentials Classic. If you don't see that, then click on Essentials Classic. That gives us the Properties panel and the Advanced toolbar. This is an 8.5 by 11 Illustrator document. So to start off, we're going to draw all the shapes that we need. The first thing that we're going to draw is a square. So we're going to use the rectangle tool for that. It may be located underneath one of these other ones because they're grouped together. Just hold them down and then click on the rectangle tool. I have a fill of brown, but you can use pretty much any color you want. I have a stroke of black and 1 point thick. So click anywhere on the artboard with the rectangle tool. The square we're going to draw is 3.5 inches wide and 3.5 inches high, and then click OK. Next thing we're going to draw is our ellipses. So hold down the rectangle tool and then click on Ellipse tool. Click one time on the artboard, and this first ellipse is going to be 3.5 inches wide and 1 inch high. Click OK. Okay, select the ellipse tool again. Click anywhere on the artboard. This second ellipse is going to be 2 inches wide and 2.5 inches high. We're going to draw one more ellipse. This last one is going to be 1 inch wide and 1.5 inches high. And click OK. With the selection tool, click and drag this ellipse to the top of the square until it snaps in place. And with that ellipse selected, click on Object up at the top, hover over Transform, and then click on Move. We're not going to move it at all horizontally, so put 0 in that box, and in the vertical box put in 3.5, and then click on Copy. Now let's click on this ellipse and drag it into place till about right there. Okay. For the next step, we're going to be using the Pathfinder panel. So we need to click on Window up at the top and then click on Pathfinder. This is the Pathfinder panel. Click and drag with the selection tool to select these lower 3 objects, and then click on the Unite button. That unites all 3 of those into one. Now let's take this ellipse and drag it into place for the inside of the handle. Okay. With the selection tool, click and drag to select the lower 2 objects, And now click on Object, hover over Compound Path, and then click Make. That creates a space for the inside of the cup handle. Now click on this ellipse, right click, hover over Arrange, and click on Bring to Front. One last thing to do with this cup is to group the two remaining objects together. So if you click and drag with your selection tool and make a box around the cup, then click on Object up at the top and then click on Group. Now they're grouped together, and if you click on either one of them and drag it around, they'll stick together. And that gives us our coffee cup in Illustrator. I hope you find it useful.